Hello, welcome to Barre Fitness. My name is Becca. Thank you for joining me. I do apologise that there is no actual class this week. This is because I'm away on a really fabulous fitness retreat. So hopefully this short 30-minute barre class is going to make up for the class missed. We are back next week, 10 a.m. at St Mary's Church Hall in Byfleet. 10 a.m. every Wednesday is our barre class there. If you are joining us, please do let me know, and we'd love to see you there. So this can either act as a little bit of a taster for you if you've never done barre before, or if you are a regular, this will serve as your weekly barre class for this week. Okay, as always, any injuries or medical conditions, this week I'm not here with you to make adjustments, so please do look after yourself. If anything doesn't feel right, feel free to make any adjustments you need, or simply just have a rest, shake it out, have a rest, skip to the next part of the video if you need to, but please do look after yourself. As I said, if there's any niggles or injuries, adapt, adjust. You know your body is better than me at the moment, so please do look after them. So make sure you've got a bottle of water. All you need today is a mat. Don't worry if you don't have a mat, you can lay on the floor. We only have one exercise to work the glutes on the floor. All you will need as well is then a chair, a countertop, the kitchen table, a bar if you fancy enough to have one of those in your home, anything you need. So I'm going to be using a nice little chair today from our kitchen table. Anything that you need should be in the room with you right now, hopefully. If you need a pillow to put behind your head, please make sure you have that ready as well. But the most important thing that we're going to need is that water bottle and something to hold on to. Okay, let's get started with a nice little warm up. And any questions, just give me a quick little email afterwards, and I'll be sure to get back to you. So if you have any questions on the exercises, or if you were thinking of joining the class and really liked it, just drop me a little email afterwards with some feedback. Okay, let's get started. So hopefully you should be able to hear the music as well as me. Finding a nice big space, we're going to start with those feet in parallel, toes facing towards the front of the room. Perfect. Let's start with just a nice little shoulder circle, getting any clicks and cracks out of the way. Breathing in, squeezing those shoulders. So we're making sure that that alignment is nice and strong. We're not arching through the core. So you've got that rib connection where we're knitting all those ribs in. Good. Let's start to take it a little bit bigger into the elbows. Going to move back a bit so you can see. Good. So if it was the first thing you've done this morning, really waking up through the chest. Good. Okay, let's take it into the full arms. Deep breath in, lifting up, breathing out, squeeze the shoulder blades. Good. So from that different angle, the ribs stay connected down. Breathing in, squeezing to breathe out. Lovely. 2 more. Good. Make sure you've got enough room around you. Perfect. Okay. Keeping those feet planted on the floor. Imagine you've got 2 headlights on your hips. We're going to allow the hands to take a nice swing side to side. So thinking about keeping those shoulders down into the back, lifting from the waist up, trying to plant those feet. So rather than twisting with those hips, we're isolating the top part of the spine, really getting some rotation this morning into that back. Good, allowing those arms to pull you all the way around as far as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good, have a little shake. Okay, hopefully that's loosened up a little bit in the upper body. Let's take it a little bit into some balance. So those feet are in parallel position. Toes are facing forwards. We're going to take a nice little demi-plie down. Knees forward, lifting up. Bring the heels off the floor and demi-plie back down. Good. Breathing in as you lift up. Find that balance. Heels lift off and sinking down. Good. And down. Perfect. So imagine you're sitting your bum back on the chair and lower. Sinking down. Lift those heels up. Find that balance. Perfect. Make sure those knees are facing forward for me. Lifting up and lower. Good. So the key thing here that we're trying to keep is that perfect alignment. Good. Take 1 more. Good. Last one. Breathing in, lifting up. Good. Take 1 hand onto that chair if you need to. Can we lift those heels up off the floor? So it's a nice little releve. Hold on for balance if you need to. Extra challenge. Can you take both hands on top? Draw those shoulders down into the back. We're working through the calves for 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Hopefully that's woken up through your calves and the backs of the legs. We've got one more little warm-up exercise here for the lower body. So we're going to take the feet into wide parallel, so we're in second position. Toes are turned out. We're going to repeat that sequence. So we're taking a demi-plie. Deep breath in, lift the heels up, shoulders down, and demi-plie down. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. So this one's slightly different. Imagine we're sliding down that wall. So rather than sticking the bum out, think tailbone tuck underneath. Keep that straight back. Can you lift those heels up? Breathing in, breathing out. Good. So the back stays nice and straight. Lovely. 3 more. Can you lift those heels just a little bit further up off the floor for me? Good. Last one. Hold it up, hold it up. Option, one hand comes to the bar. Lower those heels and lift. Lower and lift. Good. Rotate that shoulder down. And breathe. Give me a little smile as well if you're feeling good. Heels up and lower. 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Shake those legs. Okay, we have just one more warm-up exercise, taking it a little bit into the shoulders and triceps. Hopefully this warm-up has got that heart rate going a little bit as well. Okay, feet nice and wide, toes turned out. We're bringing those arms all the way into that T position. We're going to stretch that left hand all the way over the top and come back to center. Reaching over and lift. So we're stretching through the side of the body and extend through the chest. Push and out. Push and out. You choose your speed. Perfect. Reach that hand little bit further each time. Reach, extend, reach, extend. Good. Take it slower if you need to. If you're really enjoying that stretch, you might decide to hold in that side position. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Everyone's favorite one. If you're at my Monday night bar classes, this is our favorite one. Small pulses down. We're working into those triceps underneath. Good. Last one for our warm-up. Then we can grab a drink. Good. We're going to double time. Nice small pulses. Quick, 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 quick. Perfect. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring the palms to the ceiling. Elbows in. Small pulses. We keep it going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Lovely. Give yourself a little bit of a wriggle. Grab yourself a quick little drink if you need to. Hopefully you are feeling a little bit warmer. I know I am. Okay, so we are going to work a little bit into the glutes and the hamstring to start with. The chair or the kitchen sides, whatever you're holding on to, is there for your support. If you've done a couple of bar classes with me before, if you do want to challenge yourself, you can let go of the bar and you can float your opposite hand. This will work into the core just a little bit deeper. Okay, so before we get started, let me demonstrate that first exercise. So this is a classic ballet bar exercise that we're doing. Nothing too crazy, and I believe most of you will have done this exercise with me at least once before, so it's nothing new. We're going to start with the feet in turnout. So we're drawing the heels together, zipping up through the inner calves and thighs. I always say, imagine you've got a £20 note in between your bum cheek. You're squeezing those bum cheeks to hold that note up rather than letting go and it falls to the floor. You want to keep that money. It's £20. Squeeze the glutes and hold it there. So one hand is on the bar. Let's start with your right hand on that bar. Squeeze the inner thighs, squeeze the glutes. We're keeping that hip to rib distance the same. So imagine you've got 2 pillars in between your hips and ribs. We're going to keep that distance. So rather than allowing them to shorten, 2 pillars are holding us up all the way. The shoulders are rotated down. Perfect. Okay. We're going to lift that other hand out to the side, making sure that elbow is nice and bent and we've got that shoulder dropped down into the back. So your outside leg. So if you're holding onto the bar with your right hand, it will be your left foot. That's going to do the work. You'll see what I mean soon. So we're going to take a tendu. All a tendu is a fancy word for a point. So we're going to point that toe to the front and bring it back into that first position. Point to the front and bring it back in. So what we're really working on is turning that foot out like a keyhole. So you want the inside of the knee facing up towards the ceiling to get that external rotation through the glute and through that tip. Perfect. Okay. If you're new to bar, you're going to keep your arm exactly where it is at the side the whole time. You're going to work a tiny bit into the shoulder. If you've done this with me before, the hand's going to come up to fifth position, keeping that hip to rib distance. We're going to take 8 tendus or points towards the front. Once we've done 8, we're going to take exactly the same thing to the side. So the hand's going to open to second, sliding that toe to the side, bring it back to first. Side and first. Good. So remember, you can keep the arm still if you just want to focus in on those legs. The last one, we're coming to the back. Option 1, the hand stays still. Slide the toe and join back into first. Slide the toe and join. If you've done it with me before, you might decide to take the arm into an arabesque. So we have a straight line from the fingertips all the way to that shoulder. Point and close. Point and close. So if you want to, you can add in that arm. Option to keep it to the side. We're then taking it back to the side. So we're doing a cross. Front, side, back and side. We're going to take 8s to each. Then we're going to go 4s to each, 2s to each and 1s to each. A little bit of an express one today. If you've done this with me before, you might have done 8s, 4s, 2s, 1s, 2s, 4s, 8s. But this time we're just going to take it half. And I'm going to give you an option to add in a little bit of core work and a little bit of calf as well if you need to. Okay, so grab yourself a drink. Do not worry if you get lost. I went through that really, really quickly. I'll be doing it with you, so follow along. If at any point you need to stop, grab a drink, shake your legs out, absolutely fine. No one will know. Okay, let's go for it. Are we ready? So we're squeezing those glutes, zip through the inner thighs. Heels come together. Arm is either to the side or at the top. You can choose. One hand to the bar. Here we go. Forwards and in. Perfect. Making sure that leg is staying nice and straight. We're going to the side. Out and out. Good. Keep that hip to rib connection. Here we go. To the back. 1, 2. Option to keep the hand at the side if you just want to focus on the legs. Good. To the side. 1, 2. Perfect. So we're aiming to feel that through the glutes and the hamstring of that standing leg. To the front. 1, 2. We're going for 4s. To the side. 1. It's looking good. To the back. So we're waking up that brain as well. To the sides. Okay, here we go. 2s. 1, 2. Side. 1, 2. To the back. Good. Remember your option. You can keep the arm still. 2s again. Side. 1, 2. To the back. 1, 2. Good. Singles. Okay. Front, side, back, side. Good. Keep lifting up. Side, back, side. And again. Front, side, back. Option with the arm. Front, side, back, side. And release. Perfect. Give your leg a shake out. Hopefully we're feeling that a tiny bit in the glutes and in the hamstring of that standing leg. As I said, usually in that full class with me, when it's live in person, we would double it up. So we would come all the way down to 1s. We would then take it back up. Grab yourself a little drink. Let's take it straight away onto the other side. So you can either move the bar. You can either move it over and across towards the other side, or you might decide to turn around, but just be wary that then I will be behind you. So move the bar, adjust as you need to now. We'll give you a few seconds. Grab yourself a drink. We're going to take that same exercise. So if you've not done this with me before, well done, because it is a little bit of a brain teaser to wake the brain up in terms of putting that foot forwards and to the side. Okay, are we ready? Find yourself in that first position. Remember that hip to rib connection stays nice and tall the whole time. Are we ready? Take a deep breath. Here we go. We're evening ourselves out. So feet are in first. Zip through the inner thigh. Lifting up, shoulders rotate down. Perfect. Okay, option 1, option 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And breathe. To the side. We go 1, 2. Perfect. So making sure we close into first each time. To the back. 1, 2. Good. So keep that weight forwards on your standing leg. To the side. 1, 2. And smile. Good. Okay. To the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Side. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the back. Good. Remember your option. You can keep the arms still if you just want to focus in on those legs. Good. 2s. 1, 2. Side. 1, 2. To the back. 1, 2. Side. Good. Option 1. The arm stays still. Your choice. Good. We're almost there. Keep that weight forwards on your standing legs. Singles. Front. Side. Back. Side. Front. Side. Back. Side. Good. Option. Hands stay still. Breathe. Last time. Front. Side. Back. Side. And breathe. Shake it out. Good. Well done. Well done. Grab yourself another little drink. Okay. We are going to take it a little bit further now into the quads before we come to the shoulders. I am very aware of the time. It might run over a little 30 minutes. I just get too carried away. So grab yourself a drink. This one, again, you have a choice. We're working to the quads. You choose if you want one hand on the bar, 2 hands on the bar, or if you really want to challenge yourself, you can go bar free. So if we're going for one hand, you're going to change the bar all the way back round to the other side. So we're starting with the opposite foot we've just worked. We're going to take a little bit of a backwards lunge. So your outside leg, the leg that's furthest away from the bar, is going to take that tendu back. If this is enough, if you've not done bar before, you might decide just to keep this position. Your option is to take a plie down or a bend down in that standing leg. So option 1, that standing leg stays straight. Option 2, you can decide to plie and bend. It's your choice. So we're starting with the feet and turn out. The same arm as leg is going to extend towards the front. So we're aiming for that straight line from the fingers all the way down towards the ankle. Option 2, bend the knee. Option, you can keep that leg straight. Your choice. So we've got 2 different speeds here. If you've never done this before, you can keep it nice and slow. Slowly extending down and return back to center. Slowly extending down and return to center. If you've done this with me a few times, you might decide to speed it up and double speed. I'm going to stick with a half time, but if you do want to speed it up, you're more than welcome to. This is exercise number 1, making sure all of that weight is forward. Keeping that straight line. Good. Number 2, we're going to pulse down in that standing knee. Down and down. Good. So option here, you can have both hands on the bar if you want to for extra balance. Pulse, pulse, and pulse. Good. Our last one, we're going to lift that back leg and tap. Option, keep that standing leg straight. Option, bend down in that standing knee to work into that thigh a little bit further. Both hands on the bar, one hand on the bar, or your challenge, both hands off. You can choose your level. Those 3 exercises. We're going to work the core, the glutes, tiny bit into the hamstrings, mostly into those quads in the front leg, especially if we're getting nice and low into that bend. Okay, are we ready? As always, make any modifications, have a rest when you need to, shake the legs out. Let's go for it. Here we go. I'm going to take one hand on the bar, but if you do need 2, please do. Are we ready? Zipping everything up. Outside leg is going to take a lunge back. So half time, we're going to go down and lift and down and lift. Good. Lower and lift and lower. Perfect. Good. Option 2, you can go double time if you want to. Your choice of speed. Perfect. I'm going to go back to half time and up. You choose. Nice and low. Good. 4 more. Breathe out. Breathe in. Good. Breathe out, nice and low. Breathe in. Both hands on the bar, you just do the legs. Last one. Good, we're going to hold low and pulse. Down, down. Clearing in that standing leg. You get as low or as high as you need to. You can go all the way down if you want to, or you can keep it upright. One hand or double. Pulse, pulse. For 4, breathe. 3, breathe. Good. 2 and 1. Good. Our last exercise. Lift, tap. Can you keep that standing leg bent? Option, take it to straight if we need to. 1 and tap. You choose how high you lift the back foot. Up and tap. Up and tap. Try and keep those hips parallel. We're almost there. Breathe in. 3, 2, 1 and release. Shake it out. Lovely. Okay. So what we find on this one is that even though your back leg, the one that's doing all the movement, looks like it's doing the work, that's a complete lie, and we all know it now. Your standing leg, so the one that's got all of your weight on, weight bearing, so we're building that bone density, we're making sure we're in turnout to activate the glutes, all the muscles through that standing leg are working double time. Okay, grab yourself a quick little drink. We're going to even ourselves out before we give the legs a bit of a rest. Are we ready? Let's go straight into it. Here we go. So move that chair around if you need to. Swapping sides. Remember, single or double, you can choose. I'll start with double this time. Opposite leg, we're going to lunge back, down and up. You choose your speed. Option is double time. Plie and lift. Plie and lift. You choose. Good. If you're coming out to the side, single hand. Slow and up. And breathe. Slow and up. Good. Stick with that breath. Lovely. We're almost there. Good. Your third option is a real challenge. Can you keep both hands off? Test your core. Low and forwards. Last one. Low. Good. We're going to hold and we're going to pulse. Down, down. Option 1. Good. Option 2, both hands forwards. Extra support and stability, both hands to the bar. Plie. Bend, bend. In 4. Breathe. 3. Breathe. 2. And 1. Hold it there. We lift, we tap. We lift, we tap. Option, both hands to the bar. You choose how high you go. Keep it low if you need to. Straighten that standing leg if you need to. We're so nearly there. And breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. And shake it out. Give your leg a shake. Lovely. Well done, well done. Grab yourself a drink. I think we'll leave it there for the legs. Hopefully that's woken up all down your back, your bum, your glutes, your hamstring. Hopefully you are feeling that bar burn just a little bit. Okay, grab yourself a drink. We're going to take one for the shoulders to finish. Okay, we'll see if we can fit the mat one in at the end. I know I like to ramble on a little bit. Okay, so this next one, feet and glutes are just going to stay in one position. We're working into the shoulders this time. So, no bar needed. So you can take that bar away, whether it's the chair, the kitchen table, the kitchen side, it can come away. We're going to start with those feet in parallel turnouts. So just like in that warm-up, we're going to think about sliding down the wall. So not sticking that tailbone out, tucking it under. Imagine someone's pushing your head all the way down. Toes are turned out, knees are following those toes. We're going to hold this position. At any point, you can choose to straighten your legs or to go lower. It's completely your choice. Arms are going to start out in nice wide seconds, so the shoulders are rotated down into the back. Good, okay, we're going to start. Your right hand is going to come into first, up to fifth, out to second. We swap first, fifth, and second. Forwards, ceiling, and wall. forwards, ceiling, and wall. Once we've done this, we're going to take both hands together. First position, up to fifth, drop the shoulders. Good, and to the side. First, fifth, and to the side. Perfect. So your legs are straight on that, or you can choose to bend. They're going to give you one more, and then you'll just have to see what happens. Number 3, we're going to bend a tiny bit lower. You're going to bring the hands into fists, and we're going to pulse those arms down. Push, 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 push. The aim is to keep those arms up for as long as you can. No weights needed, it's all body weight. I do apologise if you are longer limbed, it's going to feel harder because your arms are a little bit longer and heavier. Do not worry though, we will get through it together. Okay, at any point, feel free to drop the arms, take a deep breath, we come all the way back into it. Are we ready? We're working the shoulders a little bit into the back. Do as much as you can before you need to give those arms a rest. Take a deep breath. Here we go. Okay, nice and wide, second position. Arms to the side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So your legs are straight. Option, you can take a plie. It's your choice. 1, 2, 3. First, fifth, second. Good. Remember those chests are down so we're not flaring in the ribs. Breathe and smile. Breathe and smile. Good. Okay, let's take double arm, both together. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can you bend a tiny bit lower in those knees? Good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Stick with me. Good, we're almost there. 4, breathe. 3, breathe. 2, last one. And hold the arms. Pulse, pulse. Hands come to fists. Remember, straighten those knees if you need to, or can you get a little bit lower? Push, push, push. Keeping that tailbone tucked underneath. Push, push, push. Good. Okay, we're going to add an open and close of the fists. Palms forwards, open those hands and close. Can you sink a tiny bit lower? Good. Remember, straighten those legs if you need to. Open, close. Bring those arms down when you need a rest. Okay, your next challenge. Can we get a heel lift? Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Double time. Option, keep the heels flat. You choose. Breathe, keep the arms going. 4, 4, breathe. 3, breathe. 2, we just have 2 more to go. We're going to push the palms forwards. Nice small movements. So we're not taking it all the way into a jazz move. Isolate the shoulders. Push, push, breathe. My arms are feeling it too. Breathe, good. Option, double and lower. Double and lower. Good. Palms turn to the back. Nearly there. Push and lower. Can you sink down? Good. You choose. Straighten those legs. Don't do those heels if you need to. 4. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. And release down. Good. Give your arms a shake. Well done, well done. Okay. Grab yourself a drink. That was looking good. So all of that work is working deep into those shoulders, a little bit into the back. Well done, we got through it. Okay, let's take a little bit of a stretch now onto the floor. We're going to stretch out through the lower back and then we are going to finish. Okay, let's adjust the camera. Grab yourself a little mat. Okay, so we're placing that mat down onto the floor. Make sure you've got enough room, so feel free to move chairs around if you need to. Gonna make sure you can see me perfectly here as well. Okay, so we're gonna take a nice little stretch through the lower back, and I think we've got time to add just one little glute exercise. I might run over by a couple minutes. Okay, so we're gonna come onto the back. Remember, if you need any support behind your head, please feel free to grab yourself a pillow. So we're going to start activating those glutes. We did a lot of work into the hamstring and a lot of work into the shoulders, but let's switch those glutes on. We're going to turn those feet out. So think about bringing your heels together. Rather than having your feet parallel, toes turned out, just like in that first position. Think about pressing your lower back down into the mat and breathe. So allow all of the weight to come down into the back and into the floor. Perfect, just focus in on that breath. Find that position. So we just have 3 movements to finish. First of all, we're going to press the weight down into the heels. You'll find that pelvis starts to tilt back as soon as we do that. We're squeezing those glutes. So remember that 20-pound note at the start? We're going to pick that 20-pound note up off the floor with the glutes. So we're going to squeeze, press those hips up towards the ceiling as high as you can. Try and keep those ribs together. So rather than pushing the stomach up, suck the ribs, knit them together, push the hips up towards the ceiling. And we're lowering back down to the floor. Squeezing that 20-pound note, pick it up, push the hips, and lower back down. This is number 1. Number 2, we're going to squeeze, we're going to hold. Good, we're going to lift one heel and lower. Lift the other heel and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Number 3, both heels are lifting. We lower, so we're working into the calf, activating those core stability muscles just a tiny bit more. Lift and lower. I might add one onto the end just to spice it up a bit. How does that feel? Any adjustments? You've got your different levels. If you want to simply stick with that glute bridge, up and down, please do. If you want to add those heels in, you can. If you want to stick with single heels, please do. If you want to take double and challenge yourself, you can as well. You choose your level, you listen to your body. Okay, are we ready? This is our last exercise, and then I will let you all enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, here we go. So find that flat back position on the mat. Good. Chin slightly tucked. Feet are in first, so heels are together rather than parallel. Good. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out. One more. Deep breath in. Breathing out. Here we go. Press the heels. Squeeze the glute. Pick the 20-pound note up. Hips to the ceiling. And slowly lower down. You choose your speed. 3 moves. Weight into the heels. Hit the 20-pound note up. And release back down. You choose how fast you want to go. We're building strength in the glutes and the lower back. Squeeze and push up. Keep those ribs knitted in. Good. Let's hold this one up. Squeeze, lift, and hold. Hold. Okay. Keep breathing. Try not to hold your breath. Option, you hold it here. Option, you add a heel lift. Alternating feet each side. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Breathe and breathe. Can you push those hips a tiny bit higher? Good. We're feeling it in those glutes. Breathe and breathe. It's looking good. We're almost there. So option, you stick with this. Option, we take it to double heel lifts. Here we go. Both lift, lower. Can you push those hips a tiny bit higher and lower? Lift and lower. 8, 7, we're almost there. 6, breathe. 5, breathe. 4, 3, 2, one last thing. Good, heels down or up. Drop the knees, squeeze, drop, squeeze. Working those inner thighs. Heels low or keep them off the floor if you want to challenge. Good. Take it back to the lifting and lowering if we need to. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Breathe. And hug those knees all the way into that chest. A nice little glute burner there. So, barre is all about feeling that burn. We increase that muscle strength by getting that deep work. So unlike Pilates, where it's mobility, flexibility, you get a little bit of deep work too. Barre just pushes you a little bit further. So it's all low resistance, high repetition, pulse, 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 pulse. We want to feel those muscles working deep. We want to feel that barre burn, all in a way that feels safe. If there's ever any sharp pains, we stop. Aches and pains are fine. Okay, Let's stretch it out. They've gone a couple minutes over, as I always do. Let's take a nice relaxing song and we're going to stretch. Okay. Take a nice lie down on your back. Let's go straight into that glute stretch. You're going to take your left foot over and across the top of the right knee. Float that right foot off the floor. Your left hand is going to thread through the middle. Take the right hand around the outside and hug that right hamstring towards the chest. We should feel that stretch all the way down that left glute rather. Hold it there and close your eyes. Focus in on that breath. Good. If you want to, you can add a nice gentle rock side to side. Well done for managing to get through the whole of this class. Welcome to Barre if you've not done it before. If you are following me, whether it's the Monday nights in Walton, Wednesday mornings in Barre Fleet, keep an eye out and keep coming to those classes because we've got some brand new ones coming very, very soon, especially evening classes. So without giving away too much, we're going to have an evening one in Barre Fleet, an evening one in Walton again, and potentially one in New Hornet, Adultston. Okay, let's swap legs. So your right leg, come over and across on top of your left knee. Right hand comes through the centre. Hug that left hamstring in. Close those eyes. Soft rock side to side. Good. Just feel, does this side feel tighter than the other? Does it feel looser? You choose. Notice those different feelings and sensations in your body. Good. Just think about what's coming up for the rest of your day. How much better you're going to feel after doing this class, getting the blood flowing, strengthening those muscles. Just for 30 minutes today, that's all we've done. Deep breath in, breathing out. 3, 2, 1, and release. Good, let's stretch through the lower back to finish. So extend your right leg down. Pull that left foot over and across the side of the body. Try and drop that opposite shoulder to the floor. Take a deep breath in. And breathing out. Hold it there. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Swapping sides. Hug that right knee in towards the chest. Pull over and across. We've got a little bit more funky music on to wake you up for the rest of your day. Drop that opposite shoulder down into the back and hold it there. Four, 3, 2, 1, and release. Lovely, well done. Roll onto your sides. Take a seat. We're going to extend those legs straight out in front of you. One last hamstring stretch to finish. Deep breath in. Breathing out, reaching for those toes. We've done a lot of work into those hamstrings, so we're making sure that we're holding that position. And breathe. Good. Slowly come back up. Same again. Deep breath in. Last time. Point those toes. And hold it there. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Perfect. Well done. Slowly make your way up to standing. Grab yourself a drink of water. That is, where's my head gone? All of the hard work done today. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me. So hopefully, if you are an Excel member, we don't have a class next Monday, unfortunately. Again, it is bank holiday, so I will be seeing you the first Monday in June. If you are one of my Byfleet bar members, then I will be seeing you next week. So I believe it is the 29th. Let me just double check. We have, yes, Wednesday the 29th at 10 a.m. I am aware it is half term. I am still running those classes through the summer holidays. Remember, if you would like to bring a friend, please do let me know. And hopefully you will have a nice week, and I will see you very, very soon. Thank you. Have a nice day.